Hello, everyone. I'm back. My son has inspired me to come back and do more videos because he's just awesome like that. So, today's video is about inspiration, but mostly about taking initiative. So, when you're out living your life, just doing, your daily routine, and you go out and you're out in the world and I don't know, something like, whether you're in line at the grocery store or you're at an event or whatever the case may be. Sometimes we are afraid to do things first. Or sometimes we're afraid to do things first because we don't want to be the first person to do it. I can't think of anything, but sometimes we don't do things because we don't want to be first, or we feel like we're too old, or we feel like we're too little, or some people might feel like they're too young to do things. And this isn't anything. It could be, in your daily life, or it could be, in your life too. I was just reading a book where the author um, didn't want to be the first to write a book about the subject that she was working on because she was too young and she thought people wouldn't listen or they wouldn't take her serious. And of course, she wrote it and it became a hit. And, so that, get rid of that. You're not too young to do stuff, you're not too old to do stuff. The right people will come and they'll appreciate whatever you're doing. Or, it'll be what they need. So you're not too big, you're not too little. Maybe you're too shy to do it. Build up some courage, okay? um, or maybe you're not the leader or you're not the boss, so you don't feel like that's your position to do it. Or maybe you're not confident. Again, build up some courage. Do what you can. So this could be, for example, well, the point is do whatever you have to do to build up that courage, to build up that ball of courage, and do it. Why? Because it will inspire somebody else. Isn't that awesome? Just think about it. Because you did something, because you were the first one to do it, or even if you're the second or the third, it doesn't matter. Because you did something, someone else might be inspired to do it too, or do a different, do something different, but their inspiration was you. Doesn't that feel good? Mine are silly. The the things that have made me feel good because I've inspired someone have been silly, and I'll get to those. But so here's some examples. Be the first one out on the dance floor, because after the first person is out on the dance floor, everybody else will follow. They just don't want to be the first. Well, be the first, and everybody will follow. And you're creating a good vibe and a fun vibe. So that's what you created. Share your work, share your accomplishments. So what I was thinking is like workouts. Share your workout. You're going to inspire somebody else. And how does that feel? Like you're getting your workout and somebody else is, because you reminded them or you inspired them to do it or whatnot. If you're at an event, start cleaning up. Yes, there's people like, no, you're not the organizer, but who cares? Be of service. And once like you pick up your own chair and put it away at the end of the event, like everybody else will follow. Okay, not every time, but it could. And you could be of great help. I mean, I like helping. So if there's anything that I can do to help, and if I'm able to, I do it, because you can go overboard, and I have, and I've learned my lesson, and I help when I can. For example, if an ambulance is coming, I mean, yes, it's the law, move over. But, as with anything else, if you're at Costco and the guy with a stocking guy, the guy who restocks, everything, and he's coming with a big cart or the beepy thing, a forklift. Sorry. He's coming with a forklift or, anything. Move out of the way. Once you start moving out of the way, people will be like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then they'll move out of the way too. Pick up the garbage if you're outside, if you're at the beach. If people don't follow and do the same thing, it will bring consciousness to them, and maybe they'll be more conscious about what they leave behind, and hopefully they won't leave anything behind and they'll follow your lead. You can't make them do anything, but if there's a possibility that you're going to inspire them to do a good deed, then it trickles down to others, and your good deed gets bigger. And it's not your place to worry about if they're going to or not, but if it does, that's awesome. What else? Another example. Street SU. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Okay. So, those are the examples I have. So this is kind of a simple message, but I don't know. I was inspired to do it. So here I am. Now, the way I inspired. So the inspiration for this video was when I was at the trampoline park. I always jump because I'm a big kid and I need my exercise, and I'm not just gonna walk around. It doesn't matter. So at the at the trampoline park, I always join my son and I jump, and I have so much fun. And I see people watching me, and I see moms and dads watching me, and a lot of the times they jump too. And I feel like it's because they saw me. They're like, "Oh, I could do it too." It doesn't, I don't have to be a kid. So that just feels really good, and I don't feel alone. I don't feel like the crazy mom who is jumping. And it's okay. I don't mind being the crazy mom. And so that was my first inspiration. My second inspiration was today at the beach. The beach patrol rolled by, and they were like, "You only have 10 minutes." And there's another couple sitting by me, and the guy was going in. He had gotten like the tips or the bottom of his shorts wet, and he had gone back. He was just walking around, but it seemed like he didn't want to get wet. But I feel like because I ran in, I had 10 minutes left of beach time, and I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna come back, and the water was so good. It was nice and warm. So I ran in. I did a quick swim. My doggy was waiting for me outside, barking, really worried about me, so I had to hurry. But I feel like if I hadn't done that last jump in, and I wasn't gonna do it either, because then I had to have to drive home because there's no changing rooms. Drive home wet. Yeah, yuck. But it was worth it. It was so good. It felt so good to get in the water, but it felt so good to watch somebody else to follow my lead. And I feel like he went in because I was like an inspiration, and he did. I didn't hear what he said on my way out, but it was a thumbs up. So that was awesome. And then the third time that I feel like I inspired someone to follow my lead was when we were at the carnival. It was just my son and my nephew and I, and they were little, and it was like a big kid ride, and all these teenagers kept on cutting in front of us. The kid in front of us, I swear, it was like 20 people who he let in, and the line was already 2 hours long. So I was mad. Like, no, kid, you can't do that. If you let someone cut, go behind us. You go behind. Anyway, so I didn't want to fight with him or anything, but I did say something, and I usually don't. I usually keep the peace. And so the mom behind me backed me up, and she talked to the kid, and she's like, "Listen, kid." So she told him. And so at the end, the kids ended up cutting like way in front of us with other friends that they had. But still, I felt like, yes, you got to stand your ground. And, if you got to stand up for yourself, and others will follow, and I'm not saying go get in a fight. Oh, and also, of course, don't use it for negative things. So I was thinking, like, if the red light is too long and there's like nobody there, and the car in front of you kind of runs the red light because it's late at night, there's nobody there, so I'm not patient, nobody's gonna see, and so they run the red light. Don't do it. Don't take that inspiration, or don't take the inspiration to cut in line, or don't take the inspiration to make a double line, or to cheat, or that's obvious. Use the inspiration for good. All right, I'm done talking. Thank you so much, and I hope you get some courage to be the first, and others will follow, and share your accomplishments, share your good stuff, and others will follow, and it'll just create a ripple effect of great things happening, and everybody will be happy, and we lived happily ever after. Thank you. Have a good day or good night or whatever it is. Bye.